What's up, Takedown Tribe, and welcome to this week's Takedown Tuesday Challenge. And like we said last week, today we are going to be celebrating our awesome, growing group of super cool subscribers, and we figured, what better way of doing that than by giving you guys our most requested challenge to date, Donuts.
That's right, Donuts is the name of the game today. Now there are a total of 0 Krispy Kreme donuts here in the state of Rhode Island, and so we had to make the best of a really long trip we took in a snowstorm, mind you, and get over 100 donuts when we went. Now we got every single flavor that was available at that location, and we're looking at about 25,000 calories worth of donuts here. So I'd say that failure might be in the forecast for today's food challenge.
It's very possible. And while the Michel twins will probably always favor the baked goods over the fried treats, I have a feeling that we're going to be enjoying ourselves at least for the first couple dozen. But without further ado, maybe it's time we start crushing some Krispy Kremes.
Let's do some damage on these donuts. Yes, Krispy Kreme's the name of the game today. Now we were going to go with the specialty donut shop for this video, but all the ones that we would have gone to are closed on Mondays here at Rhode Island. And so we figured that Krispy Kreme would be the next best choice. Because like we said in the intro, there aren't any where we're from, and so we thought that would keep things interesting for us while finally giving you that donut video you've been looking forward to.
Well, we have to start with the original glaze, but I'm thinking that up next we should do my favorite donut of all time, which is a strawberry sprinkle.
Yes, love strawberry sprinkle.
Yes, love me a strawberry sprinkled donut. But by the way, if you are one of the many new faces here on the channel, we're the Michel twins. That guy over there in the green hat, that's me, Pete. And Nate is the one in the yellow sweatshirt bringing you guys the food close-ups, which we have a lot of fun doing, by the way, because we don't talk too much during a food challenge because it's quite an intense experience filming these things. But showing you guys the food up close like that allows us to be a bit inclusive with the experience, so hopefully you are enjoying those. I think that the only donut that can compete with a strawberry sprinkled is a maple frosted, but they didn't have any there.
Yeah, we love maple frosted, but strawberry, I could have eaten the strawberry frosted all night long. Absolutely love strawberry donuts, but we actually kept some of our favorites close by so we could make sure we got to them before things get really difficult. And one of our favorite donuts is a chocolate cake donut. Now we love the one from Dunkin' and have never had the one from Krispy Kreme, so I'm excited to try that. And then we also have the cream-filled chocolate. Yeah, we were a little bit bummed about that maple frosted situation because a maple frosted donut is one of our favorite donuts of all time. But we were really happy with this chocolate cake donut. It was excellent. But something worth mentioning is the fact that the Krispy Kreme location we went to is a small store inside of a casino, and so the flavor options that they had were kind of limited, so we got everything we could, but that might be why we don't have some of your favorites that you would recognize from your local Krispy Kreme. That's definitely Boston cream. We were wrong. That's the custard-filled one. We're gonna finish them off anyways.
I guess we got a little confused when doing the table setup. But, fun fact, I actually used to work in a specialty donut shop here in Rhode Island, and let me tell you, donuts definitely lose their pizzazz when you're around them day in and day out.
Krispy Kreme's chocolate cake donut totally holds up. Absolutely love it. Brownies are actually one of our favorite things in this entire world, and it kind of reminded me a little bit of a brownie. It was great, and I'm actually kind of happy that we ended up with the Boston cream by accident because I loved that one. So good. What do you want to do next?
Maybe we'll do something completely different. Definitely never tried this apple cinnamon one. That sounds pretty good. And I kind of have a feeling that we should take down this blueberry cake donut right now as well, because the cake donuts are definitely a lot denser and heavier, so that would become quite difficult later in the challenge.
Cool. Let's start with the apple cinnamon though.
Trying to show you guys that filling there. Let us know if you are team filled or team classic ring donut, or if you just like all donuts, or maybe you're watching this and you absolutely hate donuts.
Also drop down in the comments and let us know whether you're team Krispy Kreme or team Dunkin'. It seems that everyone's one or the other. Or let us know whether you don't get down with the donut chains and it's all about the mom and pop shops. Yeah, as you can see there, we were pretty stoked about this blueberry cake donut. Now, we absolutely love the cake donuts from Dunkin', and so we were a little bit worried that Krispy Kremes weren't gonna hold up, but they totally did. And this blueberry ended up being one of our favorite donuts of the entire day. Totally a 10 out of 10.
Now, brioche donuts seem to be all the rage right now, but we are personally fans of the classics, like a good cake donut or your typical ring donut. That apple cinnamon one was fine. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. That blueberry cake donut though, I think that's probably second to the strawberry sprinkled. It was amazing.
Yeah, that definitely exceeded my expectations. Definitely one of my favorites of the day so far. But that apple cinnamon one was definitely quite dry. For some reason, it just tasted like bread with some apple pie filling in the middle. But hey, what are you gonna do? Next up, I'm thinking we've got this line of donuts on the outside that I'd like to get out of the way. We've got a vanilla cream, we've got just a regular chocolate frosted, and then we've got a chocolate cream. Want to start with vanilla?
Yeah, so
Cool. This was our first time having a filled ring donut, and those were a lot of fun. Really enjoyed them. Now, we tend to favor the baked goods over the fried foods, which is why you haven't seen a lot of donuts on the channel, but I guess we're sure feasting our fill now, aren't we?
aside from the donuts, it's been a lot of fun for us to hear where you guys are tuning in from in the comments and the messages that we've been getting, so definitely feel free to keep that trend going.
Yeah, as you can see there, we're back to the filled ring donuts. Now at this point in the challenge, we're actually still feeling pretty good. We're a little over halfway there, and luckily the ambition of trying to eat over 100 donuts hasn't really kicked in just yet. Out of those three donuts, the vanilla cream filled ring donut was definitely my favorite of those three. How about you?
I would agree. I think that that's the same type of cream that they use in the Krispy Kreme filled. And I have a feeling that that might not feel so great at the end of the challenge, so we might want to take that one down soon. But we also have this raspberry filled and the lemon filled, so I think I'd like to do some of those as well.
Cool, let's start with the lemon, and then let's do the chocolate with the cream, and then go back to the fruit.
Sounds good.
Lemon. No, lemon-filled donut isn't much of Pete's thing, but I had to make sure that we got a few because I knew that the brightness and the acidity of a lemon-filled donut was gonna stand out and be really nice amongst all the richness and decadence of the other flavors at some point in the challenge.
Finally getting to that cream-filled donut we thought we were taking down earlier. And while I may not be the biggest fan of a lemon-filled donut, I love a cream-filled donut.
We're about 3/4 of the way through, and I think that this is where we realized things were getting pretty difficult and that the sweetness felt like overkill. The sugar and the grease were definitely not as fun on the palate as they once were.
And cue all the diabetes comments we know we are inevitably getting on this one. I always think that I don't like jam-filled donuts, and then I eat a jam-filled donut, and I think, that's pretty good. So I did enjoy that raspberry one a lot. Thought the lemon one was okay. I love the cream-filled one, so no complaints there. But I have to say, I am getting a little bit nervous about this strawberry jam-filled because it's not glazed, and the glazed ones are going down way easier than the unglazed ones.
Yeah, that was the only thing about the cream one, was the fact that it wasn't glazed, and so it was definitely on the drier side. So far, I think it's just been that one, the Krispy Kreme, and then the strawberry. I think that's the only ones that aren't glazed that we have. Yeah, I don't know if they go just like drying out or something, but man, the challenge has most definitely set in. My stomach's feeling it at this point. But I think we only have 3 flavors left. We've got a chocolate with sprinkles, we've got a heck of a lot more original, and then we've got this strawberry. I'm thinking that we do the strawberry and then try to take down the chocolates now, evaluate things, and see where we're at.
I think that sounds good.
Cool, let's do it.
So dry.
It was a lot of fun featuring a restaurant on the channel again. We've only done it once before because honestly, it is so much cheaper getting a lot of calories from a grocery store or a wholesale club like we usually do than it is from a restaurant. Now, something worth mentioning is the fact that we haven't made any money from doing these challenges yet, and so we've got to save our money whenever and wherever we can.
Like Nate was just saying, there's definitely a reason why we've been doing challenges the way that we've been doing them. For example, we did a 22,000 calorie Pop-Tart challenge recently, and that overall cost was roughly $30. Now, a while back, we did a Cheesecake Factory challenge, and that was also 22,000 calories, but that ran us almost $150. And that was when we realized that was not going to be a sustainable way of doing things. So while we still will feature restaurants on the channel from time to time right now, for the most part, it's gotta be wholesale clubs and grocery stores.
I think we're 7.5 dozen donuts in. And man, am I done. Wow. I do not feel well.
No. Oh, this is brutal. We ended up walking away from Krispy Kreme with 8.5 dozen, which is 102 donuts, if I'm right. And we only have 6 left each. We've got to at least try. Think you can do it?
Oh man, if we could hit 100, if we could hit 100 Krispy Kremes, I would be so stoked. So, let's see how far into it we can get.
Okay.
I'm gonna take one more sip of water though.
Okay.
Oh. Probably gonna be drinking a lot of that during these.
Oh, one sec. I'm gonna move this box. This is so in the way.
That sounds like a good idea. Oh. It looked a lot better than it actually is in practicality. All right. Let's give it a shot. No.
Man, look at these 2 idiots struggling. Now, hopefully you don't know the feeling, but when you're 90 donuts deep into a food challenge, there is absolutely nothing fun about it. This is where it's strictly force feeding and you're just trying to fight and see if you can get to the end.
Yeah, which is not fun or healthy. Trust us, we do not encourage this kind of behavior on any level, but for some reason, this is a sport that we've taken an interest in. But we only have a few donuts left, and it is the fight of a lifetime. Trust us, you want to stick around to the end of the outro if you want to understand just how these guys are feeling at this point in the challenge. But I think we're going to wrap up the commentary for this week. Hopefully you found 1 or 2 of these blurbs fun or insightful, and those 2 guys will catch you in the outro.
for anyone who wanted to see us do donuts. Hope you enjoyed that, because that'll be the last of it for a while. Holy cow. 8.5 dozen donuts. 102 Krispy Kreme donuts. And I do not feel well. I'm gonna be burping up donuts for a week. Yeah. There's glaze everywhere. There are crumbs everywhere. My head's everywhere. Oh god. This was insane. Oh my god. Like Nate said, I think that's it for donuts on the channel. I think we've earned our right to not eat donuts for a while. But hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, if you like Krispy Kreme, if you like donuts, which y'all better like donuts because we heard a lot from you. Make sure to give this video a like, jump in the comments section, say something fun, and subscribe to the channel, become part of the Takedown tribe. This is an ever-growing, really awesome, really fun community of people that we're extremely grateful for. So again, we hope you enjoyed this video. We'll try and do some of our other most frequently requested videos really soon. But until then, I think we need to go lay down. Yeah, I think so. We'll see you guys next Takedown. Oh, 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 wow. That last 6. Oh. Oh.